world. So Sa'ad radiallahu anhu says the Prophet ﷺ came out and he looks at us and we're all reading the Quran. And the Prophet ﷺ, he loved this sight. Why? Because he's seeing people from all different backgrounds, all different races, colors, languages that are all reading the Quran the same way and devoting themselves to it. So he said, the Prophet ﷺ says, Alhamdulillahi kitabullahi wahid. He said, all praises be to Allah, the book of Allah is one. Then he said, وَفِيكُمُ الْأَحْمَرُ وَفِيكُمُ الْأَبْيَضُ وَفِيكُمُ الْأَسْوَدُ. And he says, and you have amongst you those who are red, those who are white, and those who are black. But you're all reading the same book. Then the Prophet ﷺ says, اقرأوه قبل أن يقرأه أقوام يقيمونه كما يقوم السهم يتعجل أجره ولا يتأجله. It's a very powerful hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, recite it before there appear a people who will recite it and they will straighten it as an arrow is straightened. Okay? So when the Prophet ﷺ said they will straighten it, and this is what I actually did not understand of the hadith, it's in many different books, and the sharh of it is usually very, very simplistic. They will straighten it as the arrow is straightened. Why? Because it sounds like the Prophet ﷺ is praising future generations, right? That they will straighten out the recitation of the Quran. But then the Prophet ﷺ says, يَتَعَجَّلُ أَجْرَهُ وَلَا يَتَأَجَّلُهُ. They will receive the reward for it in this world, but they will not receive it in the hereafter. What is the Prophet ﷺ talking about? What Rasulullah ﷺ is mentioning is that there will come people after you that will have, an elaborate system of tajweed. They will know how to pronounce every single letter, every single harf. They'll know everything. I mean, they'll we have maqamat, we have, professional reciters and patterns and so on and so forth. And, look, the recitations around the world are gorgeous. They're beautiful. But the Prophet ﷺ is saying they will be rewarded for it in this world and they will have nothing in the hereafter. The science of tajweed is good. The Prophet ﷺ taught us he said to recite the Quran properly, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions to recite it beautifully, right? رَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Recite it with its ahkam, with its rulings, and recite it beautifully, right? The Prophet ﷺ even mentioned al-ghina bil-Quran, which is to sing the Quran. You should enjoy your recitation of the Quran. You should beautify your voice with the Quran. But the Prophet ﷺ is saying this. Why? Because he has in front of him Bilal radiallahu anhu, for example. Bilal, the first mu'adhin of Islam, mispronounced certain letters in the Arabic language. SubhanAllah, you imagine his adhan to be with perfect beauty. And it was beautiful, but it was beautiful for a different reason. But Bilal was mispronouncing, or Bilal had a hard time pronouncing certain letters. So did Salman. So did Suhaib al-Rumi, right? There were non-Arabs in the gathering of the Prophet ﷺ, Abyssinians and so on and so forth, that did not know how to read the Arabic language perfectly. And what the Prophet ﷺ is saying that, though you people don't necessarily recite it as professionally and as straightened as it will be recited in future generations, your reward is in the hereafter. Right? Your reward is in the hereafter. You might not be praised for having beautiful voices and so on and so forth in this world, but your reward is in the hereafter. So the Prophet ﷺ is actually warning us about the formalities and, when the formalities will cause us to lose the essence of the religion and so on and so forth. So this is very powerful. And again, realize that you have some of the greatest people in the world that, some of them, and dare I say it, might not have recited Quran as good as you do, as well as you do. But they are walking Qur'ans. They live the Qur'an. They live the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So they remain better than us.